Hey, Christian. Hope you had a good week. Let's take a look. Very good. Very good. Nice depth there. Excellent. Excellent. Much better depth. Yep. Yep. We've sort of crossed the threshold here. That's right. That's what I want. Now, the big problem we have now is that you're sliding into your knees a little bit at the bottom, but that's all fixable. We just needed to get you to get to your depth and feel your depth. Knee slide isn't even too bad on that one. I think you could use a slightly narrower stance, and that'll help you stick your knees out a little bit better. Slightly narrower stance next time. Good. Still below parallel. I can tell you were moderating your depth because it's heavy, right? These are much better, Christian. Much better. Good job. All right. Still some things to fix, but we're starting to get you to consistent depth now. And that makes everything else easier, right? Wow, that video is off. I can see everything though. Drive, hips. Now, here we are. You're on your way down. Pretty good back angle. Knees are getting close to their position here where they need to be. Let's look again. There you are. So as we advance, let's look at this knee right here relative to this upright. That'll be a sort of a reference point for us here. All right, we can just use the cursor. There's the cursor right at the tip of your knee. Right there. All right, now let's watch what happens. As you get down into the hole, you can see that your knee is sliding forward. We kind of don't want that, right? Because that means that some of the movement that should be going into vertical movement of your hips is instead being translated into a forward slide onto your knees, right? So I want you to think about locking your knees in place and not letting them slide forward like that. So imagine an invisible wall right in front of your toes, and you can touch it, but your knees can't push through it, right? So early on in the movement, your knees are posted at a particular point in space, and that's where they stay. Your back is at a particular angle, and that's where it stays. And then you just lower your hips and raise your hips. Same thing on the way up. You don't want to be pulling your knees back, flopping your knees back too fast. That's not nearly as bad. Kind of letting your back angle become a little bit too horizontal on the way up. I understand that it's heavy. Let's take another look. See that knee slide again? That's probably about where your knees belong, right there. Let's see if we have knee slide on this rep. Yeah, you can see it. You're sliding into your knees. I've seen a lot worse. This is not the most heinous knee slide I've ever seen by a long shot, but we would like to eliminate it. I'm seeing excellent hip drive out of the hole. Very good, Christian. Pretty good maintenance of your back position, and you're getting your depth, and that's the key. Nice job. And you're learning how to grind. You're learning how to just push through a really heavy rep and just grind it up and tough it up. I mean, this rep looks tough and you just grind it up. That's a skill. That's a skill that you had to learn and now you're learning it. And it's going to pay big dividends in the future. So nice to see that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the bench. Setting the feet, that's real good. It looks like a pretty good grip. Good. Make sure you're not thwacking your chest with the bar. Slow down, fast up. Good. Excellent. Very nice. Nothing to say about those. So excellent progress here. The form has really improved on the squat the last few workouts. We still have things to work with, but the big problems are kind of under control now. The depth, I mean, you got to have your depth because it's not the depth, then it's not really the squat. So that is, you know what the bottom feels like. You know how to drive it and grind it up out of the hole. That's all huge. and it gets easier to fix things after this. So really nice work. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you early next week. Take care.